Focus, episode 153, taking care of yourself. This is one thing that you can't put off till tomorrow. You can't change the deadline. You have to do it today, and you have to do it every day. Taking care of yourself is the most important thing you can do because your brain counts on your meat wagon to carry it around. And if your meat wagon's not running right, brain doesn't work right. So all of that goes together. If your brain's not working right, then the meat wagon doesn't work well either. All of it ties together. So today, what are you doing to take care of yourself? For me, it's pie day. No, that doesn't mean I'm eating pie. It's in America, only Americans put the month first and then the date. But anyway, 3/14. So pie day. I've already done my planking for the day to get those abs, tighten them up a little bit for when I start losing the massive COVID pack, we'll call it, hanging off my belly. And I'll get back on the treadmill. I did not do the treadmill yesterday because a little touch of the gout. So we don't want to drive those acid crystals into my knuckle joint any more than they have to. But I think today we're fine, and we'll get back on the treadmill for at least 30 minutes. So that's what I'm doing. Have to. Everything else is secondary to that. So physically, what are you doing for yourself? Are you getting up? I wear two watches because I'm trying to transfer over to from my iPhone to Android, and it's not going well because I like my iPhone too much. So I wear two watches. One anyway. So they both have these alarms. Hey, are you going to stand up now? You've been sitting for a while. And so yeah, if it tells you just stand up, do your thing, walk around. We have a big enough house so we can walk around and do things. It's a little bit cold, -6 today. Am I going out? Yes, of course I went out because it's nice clear air. It's crystal clear sky, clean air. Just a little bit chilly, so I don't stay out long. But get outside, get some fresh air. So physically, move around, little exercise, little stuff to take care of myself. When it tells me to get up, I get up. You don't want to sit for too long. You don't want to sit for 4 hours straight. It's not like you're watching Titanic every minute of every day. Don't do that. So mentally, how is your mental state? Are you okay? And here's one thing that it bugs the holy hell out of me is sitting on a beach and doing nothing. I can't do that. It drives me absolutely insane. So I'll sit in the shade and have my computer and doing stuff while my wife sits in the sun, either reading or doing nothing, just getting sun and relaxing, listening to the waves, stuff like that. So whenever we can travel again and go to some place that has an ocean where it's warm, unlike where we live now, which is in the subarctic, close to the Arctic Circle. So getting out, mental, what does your mental say? And you have to know yourself. You have to know when there's a change. And that's the biggest thing. My dad was bicycling, and all of a sudden he was getting out of breath, and he was riding every day. He's like, I don't get out of breath riding. I'm not riding that fast. And so he went to the doctor, blockage, had to get a stent put in. Know yourself and know when there's a change. So if you're thinking different thoughts, if your mind isn't working right, go back, assess, figure out what gets you back to where your mind is working right. And it could be something as simple as the meat wagon's not running right. So get the meat wagon back in at least functional order. We'll call it nominal. It's a good technical term. Nominal means running like it's supposed to, and get the brain back in order. But know when there's a change. Emotionally, are you emotionally equipped to handle everything that's going around? Of course not. There's all kinds of weird stuff. But how do you handle it? And are you handling it in a healthy way? This is something else that you need to look at, and only you know the right answer to that. Are you ready to go off on people? Are you flying off the handle? Are you screaming? Are you crying for no reason? These are all signs that something's not right. So find out and fix it. Easy to say, right? Hard to do. Just understand when there's a difference, when things are, and examine it. Step away from your work. Those deadlines can be moved. They can always be moved. I'm not a fan of moving deadlines, but I'm not going to kill myself doing it. So step aside and take a look. No one is different. Talk to people, talk to family, talk to friends, get people on the phone. I know it's crazy, the phone. Out of the 100 ways to contact me, calling me is 101. But still, there's a lot to be said for hearing somebody's voice and hearing them ask questions of you that you have to think about to answer. The questions are extremely powerful in helping people diagnose, self-diagnose, and find what really is bothering them. And usually it has nothing to do with that deadline. It has everything to do with something else that is taking your mind away from producing the story to write to the and meet the deadline. So that's it. Emotionally, mentally, physically, you've got to handle those three things, because that's all you are. That is the sum total of your being, is your physical health, your emotional health, and your mental state. So you first, everything else comes second. Now, that doesn't mean, hey, do away with everything and just live the free life, go sit outside and chase daisies. Well, you still have obligations, and you feel some gratification meeting obligations. So it's all a balance. You have to find what works to still live the life you want, earn the money you need to live that kind of life, and then do what you want to do, write books. Of course you want to write books, otherwise you wouldn't be listening to me. All right. And then sell them, because you might as well realize value. And then you don't have to do that other stuff to earn money, because, hey, your books they're doing it for you. That's the goal. All right, everybody, you have a great day. Take care of yourself.